Welcome to J Bell Creations. This is April Winchester. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Please bear with me if I'm quite quiet or my voice doesn't sound good. I am coming down with something. But I wanted to share a quick, easy, cute card with you that I made recently. I was looking to add some more cards to my stash. I'm quite low on cards and I like to send them out. And so I was like, well, what can I make that's like really quick and easy, but different than what I have usually had in my stash? And usually I actually make many different cards, but I decided, for ease of time, and just to help me out, I was going to make a bunch that were all the same or similar. So let's get started with it. What you're going to need, is Whisper White, or now actually it's called Basic White. And I have a half sheet. Dimensions will be in the description of this video, and also on my blog. So I'm not going to give dimensions. Then I have a piece of white that I had like a little panel, and I actually used the Home Together dies to make kind of like a hill, like a snowbank. But it could be like this, but I want it to be like this. The Home Together dies are actually not available, but this is what I had available to do this. You could just cut it with scissors, like by hand. I'm not good at stuff like that. If you have like the curvy keepsake dies, those would be perfect. I don't have those yet. But whatever you have, you could even just make this a rectangle if you wanted. But this is what I did. And then I have a piece of the True Love DSP from the little mini catalog, January to June, I believe it is. And I love this DSP because it's black and white. So we're going to use this piece right here. We are also going to use the Darling Donkeys stamp set. This is from the Celebration catalog. So during January and February, when you spend $50 or more in my online store, and the link will be in the description, you can earn select free products. And this is one of them. So I ordered some items and I got this for free. And it's just, cute. I didn't really know if I'd like it at first. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. It's free. So I tried it, and I think they're just adorable, and they're different from what I usually do. And I think sometimes you just have to break out and do different things. So we're going to use this. And then I'm going to use some Memento Black ink and some Mango Melody ink, my multi-purpose liquid glue. You can use whatever adhesive you want. I love our seal, and I love the multi-purpose liquid glue for different things. But I'm going to use this one today. So let's get started. We have some other products we're going to use too, but I'll show them to you as we go. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base in half. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish it. We'll make it nice and flat so it doesn't flip up. My bone folder is pretty gross. I need to do some cleaning of it. So there's my card base. The first thing I'm going to do with my card base is take my piece of DSP, and I want to use this side, so I'm going to put some adhesive on this side. And the reason why I'm using the liquid glue and not the seal is because I find the liquid glue, you have some wiggle room. With the seal, it's like once you put it down, you can take it off, but you have to like pull it off. Whereas this kind of lets me wiggle it around. I'm going to stand my card up as though I'm like gonna let it stand. And then I'm going to take my DSP and I'm going to line it up with my desk. in the bottom of the card, and then I can go ahead and wiggle it back and forth to get it to fit onto the card on the sides. Once I have it where I think I want it, I can go ahead and push it down, but it moved on me, so you can see, I don't know if you saw that, but I was able to kind of wiggle it back into place because I used the liquid glue. Now this side looks pretty good, but if I open it up, oh, I can see that it actually is a little too long. So I'm going to use my paper snips, and I'm just going to trim that right along the edge so that it's not as long. And there we go. So that is my first thing that I'm going to do. Now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to bring in that hill, that piece of white here. There it is. Okay. Now, I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to do all of my stamping at once so I can get it done with. So I'm going to use this cute donkey that's kind of like kicking up his heels. And I'm going to use Memento Black. And we have a couple different blacks. And the reason why I'm using Memento is because I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. So I'm going to go ahead and put my donkey on the side that it, where it dips down instead of dips up, so which for me is on the right. You could flip it and make it this way if you wanted, but this is how I would like to make mine. So I'm going to go ahead and put my donkey down and hold it for a moment, make sure I get all that ink on that paper, and lift up and clean it off in between. I don't like to let it sit if I can help it. I'm also going to use the Hee Haw and the It's Your Birthday. I set those together on a block, and that is going to be my sentiment. And I'm going to place it over on to the left-hand side. I just want to try to get it as straight as possible. And there we go. Looks pretty good. And then one other stamp that I'm going to use is this little like 3 stars. I guess they're stars. I'm not really sure. I don't know what anyone else is going to be using these for, but I'm going to use it behind his feet, like up here, kind of like he's clicking his heels, like an action. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Oh, a little bit smudgy, but I'm not worried about it. So there is all my stamping. My stamping is done, so I'm going to go ahead and put my black ink away. I'm going to get out my Stampin' Blends. You can use whatever colors you want. I actually did some looking online to see what donkeys look like. I mean, I've seen donkeys, but I've never really looked at them, like for their colors and shades and stuff. And they come in several different colors and shadings. So what I decided is I really wanted this card to be mostly monochromatic. Monochrome. Yes, I don't know. I'm not feeling great and can't think straight. So mostly black and white. But I'm gonna put a pop of color in. That's what the Mango Melody is for, and you'll see when we get there. So I have dark smoky slate, light smoky slate, and the color lifter in my Stampin' Blends. I am not going to be fancy at all. You could be fancy and so your heart is content and do whatever you want with your coloring and shading. I just don't really want to do that because, like I said before, my whole point of this particular card for me was to do something quick and easy, so that I would have a cute card in a short amount of time. And just put some of that dark in a couple places. Now I'm going to take the light and I'm going to color the rest of this in. Hopefully my head is not in the way. My camera is in a different spot than usual. Trying on some new spots for it, but All right, so like I said, I'm just doing a quick color in, nothing fancy at all. You may not be able to see any of the dark compared to the light on the video, but it is there. But I could go like and be real fancy and do lots of shading, but again, I want it to be pretty fast. And inside the ear. Now, what I'm going to do actually is take the color lifter and I'm gonna lift a little bit from inside the ear because I don't want it to be as dark as the rest. I'm gonna lift a little around the face and a little bit just around near the belly. And that kind of looked funny for a minute there, but when it dries, hopefully it'll be better. I might add some, just go back real quick with, all right. It's fine. When it dries, it usually blends in together better and you can't really notice things as well. And I can always go back and add a little bit more to it if I want to. So here's my piece. And actually, I was going to use Mango Melody, but I've already done one of my cards prior, which I'll show you in a minute, with Mango Melody. So I think I'm going to change this color. And let's use, Calypso Coral. If I can get it out. I haven't used this for a while. So here's Calypso Coral. And then I'm going to take a sponge and I need to get out my Mango Melody from the sponge. I could use a new sponge, which I might if this doesn't. This might be okay. I'm going to test it on the back side. That sounds funny probably, but I am going to test it on the back side just to see the coloring. Oh yeah, I think that will be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over here and I'm going to sponge all the edges. Now, if I just go like straight like this, I am going to sponge. It's going to sponge the edge and you can see that. Excuse me. But I actually want to kind of go at more of an angle so I get a little bit more on the paper. I like that look. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference, and I really honestly don't know how to explain it very well, but I think you could probably see as I'm going that it's like it drags across the edge instead of just doing the actual edge. And you can do this as light or as dark as you want. All right, and that is my piece. I am done with that. Actually, this is a little bit whiter than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. I'm not worried about it. So there's my piece. I'm going to take Stampin' Dimensionals and I'm going to pop this piece up onto my card. If I can get the pieces off my fingers. All right, so we'll bring my card back in, get these backings off. And then I'm going to go ahead and to flip my card upside down so that I can put this against my table and try to line it up before sticking it on. And that didn't work very well. And Wow, I'm struggling with this. Usually I can get it on really right off the bat, but it is hard with the dimensionals because once they stick, they want to stay. All right, that should be all right. It's a little bit off on this side. You know what? I'm gonna leave it though, because I don't want to mess it up too much. Now I have quite a bit over the edge on the side, so I'm going to trim it up. And it is, I don't know if you can tell, but it is over a little bit here. I can see the card, but again, I'm not worried about it. I don't think most people would notice that. If it was like really bad, I would fix it. And sometimes these cards are just for like my kids. Like if I make a mistake, I don't want to waste it because this is still a good card, but I might not send it to, I don't know, I might not send it to like a customer or something. I might send it to my kids. So anyways, let me show you the other cards I made real quick. So here's the one with the Mango Melody, and then here's one with Pool Party. And the one with Pool Party, I actually added a balloon from the Approach Imperfection set, which is also a Celebration item. Again, you can earn this for free through my online store if you spend $50 or more. At first, this is my first card, and like the balloon. And I was like, I don't know. I thought it would be such a cute idea. Attach it to the tail, and it's like it's pulling up the back end, and it's saying happy birthday. And then I was like, I don't know. I don't think I like it. So then I made this card. And actually, I made this card on video, and something happened to the video, so I had to make a new one, hence this video. Then when I were looking at them together, I was like, oh, I actually think I do like the balloon. But I decided to not put the balloon on at this point. Please, though, comment and let me know, do you prefer it with the balloon or without the balloon? I could put some bling. I could spritz it. I could do a bunch of stuff that to any of these cards, but I really like it just the way it is. And something else that you may notice is these ones are fairly even. Like the white is it's a good amount of space, and this one's not as much. It's smaller. I wanted to try it to be a little bit of a different spacing just to see if I liked it. And I think I actually like it with the bigger white space. But this works too. Anyways, so that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to know the dimensions, please check out this description below. You can also find details for my cards on my blog. There will be links to my blog and my online store, among other ways to contact me, in the description. I would love to be your demonstrator. If you don't have a demonstrator and need some catalogs, please contact me. I'd be happy to send you some. And if you have any questions or want some more info or have a comment, go ahead and leave it below, or just contact me through any of the ways below that for contacting. And if you can like this video, comment, or subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like the cards, and I hope that you have a great day.